Fez Whatley, since you got back in town, I've been talking to you every day. The weekend you were great. Last week you were great. What the hell happened this morning?
I have no idea because I just woke up with it. I mean, it wasn't even any sort of traumatic event or something that I could pinpoint that went wrong that would throw me off. I just woke up shaking like a leaf. I can feel it underneath my blanket.
Oh.
No, I mean the shaking.
But you were shaking underneath the blanket?
Whoa.
That's masturbation.
Yeah.
That's masturbation.
Got your nut off.
Oh, God, I've never even heard that.
Yeah, he got his nut off.
Oh,
no,
God,
I didn't.
What does that even mean? His nut came off?
No, he came. Well, jizz
Oh,
fucking
God, I never even heard this
flood of
before.
his dick hole.
Oh, he flooded his... You kids have got just the craziest sayings. What's up with him today? You were here earlier.
I don't know. I think Fez is just very on.
I'm telling you, since he's been back, I've been spending time with him every night.
Yeah.
And on both weekends, and he was totally fine.
Really? Just normal Fez?
Normal Fez. I mean, he gets sad moments
yeah.
and all,
Oh, that's
but none
normal.
of the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Bob, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron. In referring to those early blues albums you listened to as being ingrained in your unconscious, you more than likely meant your subconscious.
Whatever. What's the difference?
And one more thing. Here's to the best friend ever for all the time you're spending with Fez, as you mentioned earlier, nights and weekends in his time of need. What a good friend you are.
Well, we've been doing a couple other things, but Fezzy's got himself in a weird spot that he came back in here today. All right, I'm going to set this story up for you, Fez.
Okay.
You know, Fez's dad was here. And while Fez's dad was here, he got sick and died. Tragic. But here's a weird deal. When Fez's dad was here, he made a nice soup for everyone. Then what they didn't eat, he froze. So Fez has this frozen soup, vegetable soup.
Yeah.
The last carrots that his dad ever diced. You know, everything the last thing that his dad ever made.
Wow.
It's a strange thing, right?
Yeah. It's weird to have that.
And then you think, well, what to do with that frozen soup?
Okay.
Does Fez save it forever there? Or does he say, this is too much for me even to look at, and does he throw it out? Does he say to his brothers, let's have a celebration, have some beers, eat dead soup? Or does the family sit around honorably eating this last soup, almost in a spiritual, almost Last Supper Catholic type thing?
Oh, that's an option.
All those things are options. Fez, I ran into him over the weekend, totally freaked out because Fez, you
Ate the soup.
Now, he didn't just eat the soup. You felt bad that you ate it, but you ate it because there was soup in the house and you were hungry.
Right, because that was like just about the only thing in the house. It was there, and then as soon as I heated it up and started eating it, then I started crying in my soup, and then it was back and forth.
Did you finish it?
No, I couldn't even finish it.
All right, so...
I ate a lot of it, but I didn't finish it.
So he felt crazy. And I went like this. I go, you ate the soup? And I go, did it mean... No, it didn't. He just had it as soup.
Yeah.
Which I guess is one of the options.
Yeah.
But then you don't act like, well, I'm hungry and I'm just going to eat it. I mean, there had to be some kind of connection to the soup.
It felt like, the way it felt in my head was like I looked down at the bowl that I was eating out of and realized that I had eaten a newborn baby. You know what? Where it's like, what did you do?
Genitals?
You were hungry and you went and ate this soup, and it was.
But you could have ordered soup.
Yeah. Could have ordered
You
food.
could have ordered whatever you wanted. Why Why wasn't it a thought out thing for you?
I think it was just, I was having such a bad day thinking about my dad, and then the soup was there, and at first it seemed like a good idea, which was just the hunger talking.
How hungry were you?
Did you at least have like a hard roll with it and some butter?
No.
Saltines?
I don't like
Just the soup.
Yeah, see, I don't like a vegetable soup without some kind of thing
No,
on
you
the side.
gotta dip it in there. Come
You
on.
gotta dip it in. You need something to sop around in.
Yeah, it sounds good.
But could you have eaten dead man's soup the way Whatley did?
No, not out of hunger. I would
Yeah.
have, but I would have thought about
And
all right.
and it wasn't a cherished thing. Like he didn't even, here's Kelly. Kelly, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey guys, I just was calling to let Fez know that I have frozen macaroni and cheese in my freezer that my grandmother made for me. I've never eaten it. She passed away, and now it's like in my freezer still. And my husband makes fun of me because I can't throw it away. And I just wish that I had eaten it, even if it was just me eating it when I got hungry one day. So Fez, feel glad that you ate the soup.
I think that if Fez would have sat down and ate it like this is my dad's last soup, he might have felt better about himself.
Oh, yeah.
I think the fact that he just quick made it, was sitting in front of the TV and started eating it.
Hungry.
Yeah, the thoughts didn't get to me until I was like into a second bowl.
So you didn't even realize that it was a dead man's soup?
No, I realized that, but then I started just, qualifying things in my head. He would have wanted me to eat it. That's why he made it. He made it for me. And then I started thinking about that Sopranos episode where Bobby Bacala had the last lasagna his dead wife made in the freezer.
He was saving it, right?
Yeah, and Janice Soprano came in and heated it up, and he had a fit.
This is the weird thing. You had the same experience, except for you're your own Janice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have just done this and not felt bad about it, that probably would have been cool, too. Like, hey, it's just soup.
Yeah. Nothing associated with it. Just,
But-
food.
Here's the weird thing about Fez. He is telling me you said you'd never go back into Dylan's, right?
Right, the
shop.
candy store. I can't go back in there. It was my dad's favorite place to go in Manhattan.
The little restaurant that he ate before he got sick, too.
Yeah, it's right in the same neighborhood, and it's the place where I go to watch Notre Dame games.
Yeah. And then he said he wouldn't go. And then he also said the next time he has a heart attack, Fez, he's not going back to the same hospital. You're going to go back to the first hospital.
Yeah.
Even though this one is a better heart hospital.
It's a much better hospital, but I can't go to the hospital that my dad died in.
Anthony, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, Fez, don't you have a D'Agostino's right across the street from your building? I mean, Roosevelt Island's not that big. Just walk down to the store. They probably have made food.
Well, it's not. He got a Graciti's, not a D'Agostino's.
Graciti's,
If he had a fucking D'Agostino's, I'd live on Roosevelt Island.
That's food emporium.
Let's go over Tim. Tim, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Fez, question for you.
Yes.
You wear your dad's clothes too, you sicko?
Well, he doesn't do that, but you said you sleep with his shirt.
I have one of his shirts that I've stretched over the pillow, like a pillowcase. So I sleep I sleep on one of his shirts every night.
Let's go over here to Matt. Matt, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Fez, I think the original intent was that your dad knew you were going to get fed. And I don't think you need to read too much into it. You did what he originally intended. You got fed. You got full.
Yeah, that is one way to look at it. Your dad didn't sign this up as, this is my lasting soup. This is the soup that I will be remembered for. He just thought of it as regular soup. That's the way you ate it, but then you beat yourself up. You were in a no-win situation here.
Absolutely, yeah. It wasn't until I was through with the soup that I'm like, his hands cut up all these vegetables, and I am never going to ever have this again. And then I started thinking of all the things he makes that I'll just never have again.
Like what?
The fudge he makes at Christmas, any of his cakes, his spaghetti sauce, just his chicken pot pie that he makes. So I'm just not going to have any of that.
No wonder the way you fucking drive yourself through it. You're eating it like they're fucking M&Ms. He eats it like it's a bag of M&Ms.
Christ. Slow down.
Jake, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Yeah, hey guys, love the show.
Yeah.
Fezzy, did you at least give your dad the decency of prayer before eating the soup?
No, I didn't pray before I ate the soup.
Oh, see, that's the thing, that maybe if you would have turned it into, some kind of ceremony, it would have been nice.
With some candles.
Quite frankly, I think you needed a hard roll there.
Yeah, it's just soup by itself. That's not a meal.
That's not a meal. That fucking came out on the Seinfeld.
Yeah. Jesus.
Josh, you're on Run and Fez.
Yeah, Fez, you going to get rid of that air mattress too, or are you going to just leave that sitting in your apartment for next time?
No, that'll probably go too.
All right, get a bed.
That is kind of sad to think that your father's last time was going from an air mattress to a hospital bed.
Oh.
I just finally put the clothes that were left there from when he was here away in a drawer, and then kept going back to the drawer to look at them.
Did you used to do that when he was alive? Were you always looking at his...
No, I never went through his drawers when he was alive.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Bill, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Fez, will you ever use your dad's recipe and make his bean dip ever again?
That I think I can do. I think that, right now when I was home, everyone was kind of dividing up his recipes and trying to get the bean dip thing from me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll send it to you. Because I want to kind of hold on to the bean dip one. I was the only one that ever had that from him.
Why did he give it to you?
Because I wanted to make something for the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do something different. And I asked him I called him up and asked him what he thought I could make. And he was willing to give me the recipe.
So you don't want to who asked for it?
My sister and one of my brothers.
And you're like, no. I'm his bean dip son.
That's right. I dies with me.
I'm bean dip baby. Ben, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, boys. Hey, Fez, if you would have lit candles and prayed before you ate that soup, you'd have been too upset to eat it anyways, man. So at least you got to enjoy it, which is what your dad wanted anyways. So did yourself a favor by not thinking about it.
Here's Turtle. You're on Run and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
It sounds like that damn Giving Tree book. It just keeps giving over and over.
This is the weird thing, though. The Giving Tree is like everyone has to be in Fez's life. To be in his life, if you looked at Fez's life, he's sitting around a fucking ton of stumps right now. Because he turns everybody into the Giving Tree that he meets. I fucking spent all weekend with him, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, all right, we're going to do it, buddy. And then today... his phone's off. He's not fucking prepared. I come in here, can't do the show. And I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm going, I know he's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean that he's fine about his dad stuff, and that's all going to hurt for a while. But I know he knows how to do a show. Here's Charlie. You're on Run and Fez.
Ronnie, hello, buddy, sir. They split up the recipes. And there's no photocopier. There's no, hey, we're a family. We're all going to share. I mean, I've heard of, boats being sold because of inheritance. I've heard of houses, estates. Couldn't we share a little bit of the recipe?
It's a very weird thing. I noticed this.
No, that was me not sharing.
Yes, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
The moment that all this stuff started to happen, right? It's always been Fez and his sister against the rest of the family, and Fez's sister's always been his wingman. And then the moment all this starts to happen, they all turn on his sister. What? And Fez starts saying, my sister wants to speak at the funeral, and my sister's mad because she's not here. My sister is mad because she can't put the ashes out. And I'm like, why don't you let her? Well, it's her dad too. Yeah. Give her the fucking bean dip.
Come on.
And, well, first of all, let's do this. He, Fez's dad wasn't Emerald Lagasse. This is not a fucking thing that he made up for his own special bean dip. He fucking clipped it out of a magazine 20 years ago or whatever, and that's it. That became his bean dip. But it's not like he's a chemist. He's back there fucking coming up with new textures and foods.
In a food lab.
People are writing in, Fez, why don't you save your pee? And that way you'll always have the soup.
Oh.
Half astronaut, you're on Run, Fez.
Wrong, both sides of him. The dead man soup parts are going to start coming, and they're going to be wasted if he doesn't. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
I wish you wouldn't call it dead man soup, Fez.
I don't call it that.
Here's the radio shark who now has to call in under his real name.
Hey, Fez, what's going to happen to that garden hose of your father's that's by the driveway? Are you going to claim that?
Oh, that's the one that he washed Fez's asshole out with, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why he actually pulled your pants down and washed your ass in the driveway because Fez had shit himself and there was no possible way to uncrunch some of it. I guess he had let it baked in the Florida sun.
Oh, it was Jesus. Because we went to the beach and I had sand down my pants.
Hard and shit.
James, you're on Run, Fez.
Hey, Fez, I know you seem upset because you didn't put a lot of thought into that soup thing, but I agree with the callers that he made it for you, and that was the intent. And now that you've eaten it rather than let it sit in the freezer, so all those nutrients and stuff, that's all in your body, and that's going to be part of your body for a long time, if not forever. So
what about all the stuff that cooked for him before? No, we all get it, and I do think that you should have ate the soup, Fez.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you probably should have done it with your family. I think it probably should have been either a celebration or an honorable thing. I don't think starving a fucking 4 days later after thawed out the soup and ate it in front of the TV set while you're watching. What were you watching?
I think I was watching Bill Maher or something.
Good, honest answer. Nothing better than that in life.
It's okay.
Tony, you're on Run, Fez.
Hey, Fez, what did you do with your dad's dirty clothes, like the stuff he wore before he went in the hospital? Has it been laundered, or are you just keeping it around? What are you doing?
That stuff got washed because we thought he would need it again when he got out of the hospital. So,
jeez.
Yeah, so everything's clean. Now it's just put in a drawer.
That's sad, though. You shouldn't have cleaned it.
Yeah, I assumed he was not going to die in the hospital when he went in there.
Like a dirty...
Well, you're never going to end up with the nickname House, are you? Let's go over here to Curtis Sherman Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, a soup could be a meal. A lot of times I've had a big bowl of soup with meat and vegetables and bread, and it manages to fill me up.
Well, quite frankly, I do think you need to have the bread before it becomes a meal, or else it's a snack. Yeah. But this was a big part of the Seinfeld show, and I think we did all agree that soup is a meal, and there's no two ways around it.
How much soup was there that was made?
I mean, it filled...
A gallon?
No, it wasn't that much, but it filled like a really good-sized pot.
Instead of a good-sized pot, give us a measurement that we could all understand. That's a universal measurement. Was it half gallon?
I would say there was probably like 6 bowls worth.
So you will not give us the measurement.
That's not a measurement?
No, a bowl? What do you buy bowls? We measure fucking things. You could even go liters. But we have actual bowls are all different sizes.
Was it like a pint of soup?
I guess a half a gallon.
So everybody could have had a small bowl of soup with this.
Yes.
Why? No, did you think of the rest of your family, or do you have them on the fucking bean dip thing? And why are you being so mean to your sister?
Well, it's just one of those things where it's when I know she's in the same situation I am, but it's like, okay already. Hi, Brazillian Julie.
I brought you these. I don't know if you're still eating them.
That's for your dad. Eat all those Oreos for your dad today. Thank you so much. Why are you bringing presents? You don't need to do that.
Oh, my Lord.
That's too
beautiful.
Much.
Thank you so much.
You know what? You can have those at South by Southwest.
What up, everybody?
Have a seat. You are the hot chick. A hot chick doesn't have to bring things in.
Of course I do.
By the way, you look fantastic. It's been forever since we saw you.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you look great.
Okay.
And yet, if I go by your Twitter, you're in the worst moods sometimes.
Yeah, I am. I think everybody's in that kind of mood.
There is some truth to that. These are hard times.
Yeah, I think in some ways, like, I just kind of say what I'm feeling right then and there. Even if it's the most horrible thing, I just say it because I'd rather just say it.
Oh, because of the Twitter, it's just like you're not sitting around going, I'm trying to put my best foot forward. All right, so here's what I want you to do for the next little while. Nothing but Twitter thoughts. When you get a bad thought or anything, just Twitter it out there.
Okay. All right, I will.
No, Fez, why did you turn on your sister?
No, what I was saying, it was just really annoying moments where it was just, I was in a bad place, in a bad mood, and I know she was the same way. So there were certain things that it just...
But you were, like, suddenly you're on your brother. They're like Highlander. They all can't be together.
Come on, family teamwork.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I do.
Where are you in the mix?
Well, I'm the youngest, and I have an older brother. And he's great. I mean, we get along fine.
How much older is he than you?
About 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he always watching over you and your boyfriends? Was he one of those kind of brothers?
Not really. He kind of let me do my own thing. I think he reminds me a lot of Hicks, actually.
By the way, and you need to tell me this. So many of the girls are crazy about Hicks.
Yeah.
Why?
And there's something about him that they just love.
Yeah.
What is it?
He's totally aloof.
He is aloof.
And it's great. It's great.
Hey,
it's fantastic. It's
excuse
so
me,
great.
bad boy, give it a rest. Give your fucking fake character
a
rest.
Huh?
Why are you so cold and aloof? Why can't you warm up?
What's the warming up? I keep everything inside.
See, he keeps it real.
I don't know about that.
He keeps it mad real.
If by keeping it real you mean keeping it drunk, that's what he's doing.
Yeah. A little hungover today, actually.
Is that your way of trying to appear cool in front of the nice girl?
I'm very hungover.
Here is Blake. Blake, you're on Manifest.
Hey, Fez. Don't be so hard on yourself for eating this soup, buddy. If there was supposed to be any true significance to that soup, you would have choked on it and seen your dad again.
Part of you wishes you could have died, right? You said.
Oh, yeah. Just have gone with him.
Now, this is the interesting thing about Fez. Is remember, just before his dad died, he was an atheist and has been an atheist for a couple years. Now he believes in an afterlife.
It's actually amazing. I don't understand how much soup was left over. Did you eat it all, or
he ate 5 bowls? The way he made it sound.
I mean, did you leave some over?
There was some left over. Yes.
I wouldn't feel so bad about it. I mean, I think it's great. He made it for you. That's beautiful.
He made it for everyone, and Fez ate it all. Now, I got back to the God thing. Your Brazilian gods, I guess they're part cockatoo. I don't know what they are.
Dragon monsters, I think.
Oh, is that it, Mr. Aloof? Mr. Coolness?
I'm just throwing it out there. Don't know much about Brazil.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brando. What are you doing? You and your motorcycle gang rode into town for a couple days, starting trouble? Hey, do me a favor, too, Hicks.
Yes.
Wear one shirt that doesn't have a gun on it.
Oh, no, this looks cool. What are you talking about?
But everyone, we are going to break here. When we get back, I'm setting up high hurdle race between Julie and Fez. His heart can explode, Julie. Now, let me just say this. The smiling and happiness that she does is nothing like the horrible tweets that I see from her.
Well,
it's the end times.
I'm here with you. I'm really happy because I get to see Fezzy and you and Pepper. I'm like, that makes me so happy.
You just seem like you were Dorothy. And you were there, and you were there, and you were there. Hey, sing us Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
You're a good fucking singer.
I don't know what's it comes
all
after that.
All fucking kidding aside,
all right? Please don't kid.
You've got a great fucking voice. And
we should harness this.
And that's a gift, and it's something you should do. And that A&R girlfriend of yours has got to know it. Mm-hmm. You should be in a fucking band.
I'll start a fucking band. Let's do it.
Let me hear you sing Wild Thing.
Wild Thing. Da, da, da. You make my heart sing.
It's good.
You make everything groovy.
It's so fucking good, man.
Thanks.
That's
blowing
so
it up
good.
right now.
And I know everybody thinks that their baby can sing, but in this case, I'm 100% right. I'm one of those mommies who's I bragging about my baby, but I'm right about it. By the way, Fez, I told you I've been spending a lot of time with him lately. Yesterday, I had him at the coffee place in my neighborhood, and a new complaint about Fez, and it's moms being overly proud of their children. And he did some time on this, and I was just like, all right, I get where you're coming from. So Fez will explain his grief about this, and it's kind of interesting. You moms, you overly proud moms, are on Fez Whatley's nerves right now. Right back after the jump. Before we get into that, Fez Whatley, in one of his patented rants, he's going off on mothers.
It's these moms that for some reason are talking so loud to their children out on the streets.
Where do you moms? He's dropping bombs.
And it's about all the fun stuff they're going to do. We're going to the park. And it's so loud and obnoxious because here's what it's about. It's not even about, hey, look at my cute kid. It's about, look at how cute I am with my kid. I'm the adorable, fun parent. I'm such a great parent. I want to announce it from the street corners and talk loud to my kid so that everyone sees what a great relationship me and my toddler have. It's just insane. And they go on and on about all the great stuff they're going to do.
So let's suppose that Hicks is the child and you're the mom. So just give us the example.
We're going to the park, aren't we, Hicksy? We're going to the park. I bet I outrun you. I bet when we get to the park and we start to race, I bet I go faster than you.
Not gonna happen, lady.
No.
Don't call me lady. I'm mommy.
Now you're losing the whole thing because you're angry with him. But you're saying
don't yell at me.
That the kid that they want us to hear so that we all go, isn't that a great mom?
That's exactly what it is. They want their parroting skills just immediately.
Now, how would you, as a new mother, talk to your baby Hicks?
I would say, Hicksy, we're going to the park. We're going to be there in a couple of blocks, and we're going to have a lot of fun when we get there.
Why don't you turn it up a notch?
So you'd say the same exact things, just you'd say it softer.
Exactly. I wouldn't say it for the world to hear.
All right, let me ask you this, though. Don't you notice that I think that the mothers talk the way a kindergarten teacher talks and a first grade teacher. They talk really loud to the kids, and they're all like, do you know what we're going to do today? And then all the kids go, poem.
Good.
I don't know why, but whenever you go, kids all have that thing when they talk together where they go like this, Statue of Liberty. When they try to say it in one voice, Christopher Columbus. Keeping our hands to ourselves.
That's good advice.
So, now, do those first grade teachers want people to think that they're nice to kids too?
No, they're inside a closed environment. It's only the kids hearing them. With this is, I mean, unless these babies are all hard of hearing, and I'm just not realizing it, there's no need to yell right in there, right in their faces, for everybody to hear. It's just showing off. We're gonna go get a new backpack, aren't we?
Yep.
Oh, can I please stop and interrupt you, ma'am, and just tell you how wonderful you are to your child by getting her the latest in backpacks. Thank you so much.
I know it's turned whiny, but I think he's on to something. I know he sounds a little like old cranky, and I know a lot of us are going to be thinking, is this because you lost your parent, Fez? That you hate seeing other babies with their parents? But maybe he's on to this. I don't know, because I've had kids before, and I don't think I cared whether anyone else heard me talking to them. I know a lot of people are like, want you to think that their kid is cute, even if they're a stranger.
I don't like that.
But I will always do this. act like I'm a cop when a mother can't handle some kids, and I'll do like, hey, what's going on here? Ma'am, do you want me to take them for you? And she'll be like, no, they're going to settle down. I'll go, all right, well, let me know then.
Who are you?
I'm a crazy person that really loves the fact that I'm taller than these children. I would do it with adults, but I'd be afraid they'd hit back. But Fez, you're doing good with the bits today, aren't you?
See, you're doing it back to me.
You're Bitty Boy. You're my Bitty Boy. Where's Bitty Boy?
Here.
See? It gets you to kind of fall into it. It's like first grade teacher talk. But I know after he said this yesterday, and just the snarkiness, just the look on his face as he hated young mothers, I was like, well, he does care. But you're like, listen how loud, like the rest of us should care.
There is a woman, playing tag or whatever, chase with her kid, going down the sidewalk. I could hear her from across the street. I'm going to get you.
Here's my favorite thing. Here's my favorite thing. On the weekends, mainly Sundays in New York, if you're in the park, you can see divorced dads that have the kid.
Yeah.
Weekend or whatever.
Here's what's great. Look what bad shape their daughter's hair's in. There will just be the most frizzed out hair with a crazy, no sense pigtail, like in the middle somewhere.
That's good.
And
practical.
They must hand this fucking kid back to the mother, and she must have to condition for 4 days. They will frazzle up a child's head.
That was me.
Oh, were you? Did you have divorced dad? They couldn't handle your hair?
Yeah, definitely. He would get like female friends to like brush it out for me because he couldn't handle it.
I would have no idea what to do with a little girl's hair. Or any of their wants and desires. I am actually way too lazy and disheveled to ever have been a divorced dad. I don't have the organization powers. Those kids would have been like, we're all going to sleep in the living room and we're eating this pizza.
Does that sound fun?
It was, he cooked well, but other than that,
Well,
he had no idea what to do.
Here's the weird thing about dad's cooking. And I swear to God, I did it. And then my dad used to do it after I thought, like, why am I this obnoxious? If a mother makes food, everyone sits down and eats it. But if the father makes food, you are forced to talk about the food the entire time. It's not too well done, is it? Because I know you like it a little bloody, but not too. And the potatoes, and you are forced, I remember looking at my dad, and I'm like, it's a fucking pancake. Why am I still talking about this?
But it's perfectly brown, isn't it?
But then I did it to my own kids. But, like, when your chick cooks, people just eat. No one even says this is good to her.
No. It's satisfactory.
But if a man does it, then also a father would be like this. Now let's all pick up our plate together and head into the kitchen. Like, he demands that everyone gets involved. And the mother's just like, let me get that for you. You had a tough day today in first grade. You had a tough day skipping school today, didn't you, Ron? You know, the school must have made a mistake. They said you weren't there today. They're crazy. I was there. You saw me leave this morning. Where else would I go? Stand in the woods and smoke dope with fucking strangers? It's minty. Is this the angel dust? Yes, it is, Mom. Don't touch those tins. I gotta move it fast.
Smoke some dips.
Listen to fucking Sherm. Listen to fucking Mr. South by Southwest taking some Sherm with him.
That's right. It's all the rage with the hipsters getting dusted. Here you go. Jam out, buddy. I'm a great father.
Ricky, you're on the Run of Fez show. Ricky.
Hey, what's going on, Ron?
Hey.
I was just wondering, it seems like you guys got a parent haters club going on today, and I'm wondering what kind of childhood issues you guys went through that you guys are kind of hating on parents on the show today.
Well, I never say anything bad about mothers. I think the fathers are the ones that don't know what they're doing. Fez, you hate moms today.
Yeah.
But, you know, why you bring up parent hating? Ricky, you know Fez just lost his dad. Now you remind him of that, and he's fucking crying.
Oh, that's terrible.
Thanks, Ricky.
What a fucking
Great.
dick. What the
Great
fuck?
fucking Fez, don't leave.
Congratulations,
Fez,
jerk
don't
off.
walk out of here.
Fuck.
Don't let Ricky do this to you.
This guy's a cocksucker.
This is where you start talking.
All right, I'll come back.
All right, good. I don't know how much longer we could have fucking went there with you guys staring. I know you weren't leaving. I just turned it around on him and used whatever advantage I had.
That's right, Ricky.
You don't understand. My friend's dad died.
Don't you
Gone through
get
a
it?
lot. You all right now, Fezzy?
I'm better, yes.
Maybe your mom will remarry you and you'll get a new dad.
I don't see her as the remarrying kind.
Never know.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, you really never know.
You know, they got Viagra now. These fucking old dudes can fucking stay in the game.
Yeah, fucking rock hard.
You don't even mean to. You don't even fucking mean to do it. He'll fucking end up tying a swing to his dick, and she's, you know, I mean, they don't have to do everything, but a lot of, you know, older women love to just fucking get on a swing like the old days, drink some lemonade.
And just ride it.
I'm going to try to not picture my mother riding it.
Why not?
Maybe she'd like to do what Meredith Baxter did. Late in the life lesbian thing. No one's stopping her.
Yeah.
Now it's a wide open fucking world right now.
That's right.
It's all open to her. I just don't see her having another.
No one's talking about their mother open.
Not that.
That's disgusting.
Christ almighty.
Oh, God, Fez. My friend's dad just died. You're going to say something that gross? You don't know what I've been going through lately.
I'm your friend.
And my friend ate his dad's dead man soup.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Bad
Dead
decision.
man soup is going to stick in my brain for a while.
As well as your gullet.
I don't know. A lot more room.
Hicks, instead of going to South by Southwest,
Yeah.
maybe I should fly you over there.
Just fucking do some aid work or whatever. I don't know. Try to bail out some streets or something.
Yeah, bail out some streets or something. There you go. I'll send you over with 2 buckets. You know, just the fact that you're there will help.
Okay.
And we'll get Fez's dad's bean dip and what's ever left over for the soup that Fez hasn't gone through the 5 bowls of.
Well, hungry were you, Fez?
How about when we said use an actual measuring way to tell us, and he tells us bowls. How many bowls of gasoline did you have to get the other day, Fez, when you went to the gas station?
A lot.
Do a plug, Fezzy.
March Madness this week. 202 friends. All the details. Win a trip to New York City. Win a signed basketball signed by Bill Walton, Hall of Famer.
All right, let me stop you there. Julie, you can see that he's not reading, right? Why does he sound like he is? Why does he sound like there's a gun up to his
I
head?
think he did great that last one.
What did you think, Hicks?
Pumped it up right there.
I don't know. You get more zip in it, maybe a little bit.
All right, it's zip. What we're missing is zip.
Yeah.
And you know what zip sounds like, right, Fez?
Mm-hmm.
God, show him, Julie. Zip. Zip.
Zip.
Zip. Zip. Not like that. More like this. Zip. Zip. No offense, you sound like someone whose dad just passed away.
I am.
All right, but we don't want them to know that. It's like you're never going to do a commercial, like a Coke commercial, and go like this. My father just passed away. I'm going to drink this Coke, but I bet I can't even taste it. I'm just so sad.
Fuck Pepsi.
I guess fuck Pepsi. I'm all I care. My dad's gone. You think I care about anything? Do you ever feel like you're just faking your way through some circumstances?
Sometimes, yeah.
What times?
Like at my father's wake.
That's one of the ones I thought that you would have been connected to.
No, but it was like when, like a lot of his bank, unless I knew the person, like a lot of people that had worked with him over the past 30 years.
Plus, from what I understood,
was like really difficult to listen to.
I heard that you were a little that night. A little sloppy.
Yeah, I was a little, that
That's
happened.
nobody's business. You should have fucking stood there with the fucking bottle in your hand.
Don't make a bad person.
That doesn't make you a bad person.
Get on the sauce. Fuck it.
We'll make you a bad pilot. Yes. That's the weird thing about it.
Oh, I thought pilots were drunk all the time anyway.
They are. A lot of them are.
So, whatever.
But would you ever want to get on an airplane and go like this? We're about to take off. My dad just passed away yesterday. I don't know. I guess this flight's for him. I don't even know if I feel like even doing it. I mean, now, I guess I'll take off. I don't know. It's weird. We don't want honesty everywhere, do we?
Oh, hell no.
No. That would ruin things. That would ruin a lot of shit.
Could you imagine, though, like, if the person, like, we're about to take off. I'm going to call my wife back, though, real quick. She says she's leaving me, taking the kids. I guess my whole life has been gutted.
Nothing left to live for.
Strap the fuck in, folks. I'm not even playing games with you right now. Strap the fuck in.
It's too late to get off this flight.
You ever go up? I was on a plane one time, and the pilot was so young. It was like his first time, and he actually said he wanted to go drive past his old high school so people could see him. we had to go in lower.
It's unprofessional.
And he beeped. And how come a plane doesn't have a fucking horn? Wouldn't that be really funny? You're just in there. What is he saying? What the fuck is it? But it might keep birds out of the way.